Here we have the answer to the square root of 2 on the calculator. But what would this be to one decimal place? Well, let's look at this number line here. If this one here is 1.4, and over here we'll have 1.5. And on our calculator, the square root of 2 is 1.41421, etc. So that would be at this point here. That's 1.41. So we can see on our number line that the answer, the square root of 2, 1.4142, etc., is much closer to 1.4 than 1.5. Well, how would I do it if it was in a test? I'd write the square root of 2 equals, and then I'd write down some of the numbers at least. You get a highlighter pen and you start on the left hand side and highlight all the number until you get to the first decimal place, which in this case is that 4 there. And then you decide, is it going to stay as 1.4 or change to 1.5? And the method that we use is the most common method of rounding, and that is that when you get 5 or more, if the next digit is 5 or more, you round up. Otherwise, it stays the same. It's called half round up. So in this case, our answer, square root of 2, equals 1.4, and then we must write to one decimal place. If we're going to use the equal sign, we have to write to one decimal place. Here's another one, 90 divided by 7. There's the answer on the screen, which I've written out here. And we're going to round this to one decimal place. So we grab a highlighter pen, we start on the left and we highlight the whole number until we get to the first decimal place, which in this case is that 8 there. And then we decide, is it going to be 12.8 or will it round up to 12.9? And we do that by looking at the next digit. Here it is on the number line. If we have 12.8 here and then 12.9 here, and this one would be 13.0, and we're looking for 12.85, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it would be here, which is exactly halfway between 12.8 and 12.9. And we're using the most common method of rounding, which is half round up. So we can say with confidence that 90 divided by 7 is 12.9 to one decimal place. This time we're going to round our answer to 2 decimal places. And the exact answer to this calculation is 248.7194. We're going to grab our highlighter pen and, starting on the left, highlight the whole number until we get to the second decimal place, which in this case the first one is 7 and the second one is a 1. Now, to work out whether this is going to be 248.71 or 248.72, we look at the digit that follows what we've highlighted. And where would this be on our number line? 248.72 is here, 248.71 is here. So our number is right up here because the next digit is 9. So we can say with confidence that this rounds to 248.72, and this time to 2 decimal places. Here we have 4.55 squared, and the answer's on the screen. We want to round this to 2 decimal places. So once again, we grab our highlighter, we start on the left and we highlight all the digits until we get to the second decimal place, which in this case is 0. We are then interested in the digit that follows what we've highlighted. And on our number line, there's 20.70. So 20.7025 is here. There's the next digit we're interested in. So we're going to mark that one on. And we can see clearly that this number is closer to 20.70, and we write to 2 decimal places. Now, because we've said we're going to do it to 2 decimal places, we must write both digits in, even though one of them is 0.